So we've got ourselves Midfield Spark. Ignite your midfield with multiple upgrades, transforming ordinary players into game-changing creators who shine brightest in the center of the pitch. We are going to get a beautiful 84 upgrade, max on the 80, 4 playstyles, and must be either a cam, CDM, or centre mid. And we are going to get 3 different levels for it. Play 3, win 2, play 2, win 1. Now, in general, not bad at all. You've got, what, 7 games to grind this out, and in terms of the upgrade, it's going to be a fair whack. We seem to be seeing this where we're getting singular digit upgrades every now and then boom, they give you one that does upgrade a considerable amount. Now, being a max of 80, we're going to be looking at kind of your lower budget sort of stuff and building out maybe a gauntlet team. With a lot of these kind of singular upgrades where we're seeing like an 80 or a 78 or an 81 go up, you're not realistically seeing a Cam and Vinga go up. You're not going to see like a, looking at the popular list, like arenas. If you get, like, you know what I mean? You're not going to get them big players that are going to be still in people's main teams. You're going to be looking at an Andrei Santos and getting him to a point where I'm like, okay, he could definitely go in the B or C team at this moment, and then potentially later on we could see the upgrade. Or you could go for a gauntlet team if you've got one really mega team, a second solid team, and the third team needs a bit of work. So that's kind of where I'd be looking at your secondary upgrades now, more so than anything. Like looking at a Pogba. He's going to be one of them ones that everybody will want to get a solid version of him at some point. I can imagine we'll be sitting here in a few months' time and Pogba will have a moments of some kind just to get him up to an 84, 85, 86 with bigger upgrades on top of him. Now, in terms of the card itself, apparently he plays better than what he is. I've not really personally played with him yet, even in a 79, but I can imagine an evolution. I probably will maybe put him in there now. Past and present United team. He's going to fit right in, so he could be already a fan favourite of this. So if we do go check Footbin, as that's always the best place to kind of go with your evolutions, let's see if we've got any of the popular votes as of right now. We have Pogba and Jones. I mean, Jones is always going to be a great shout to start with. We've got, if we just look through a few of them. So I think Premier League is going to always be a fan favourite in general. We've got the likes of kind of Jesus. I do want to see him as he is a striker. What does this midfielder Spark do for him then? So if we go... So if you're looking for coins, head over to eldorado.gg. There is huge amounts of verified sellers on Eldorado, and there is a money back guaranteed by Trade Shield. If that's not enough, there is 24/7 live support and also plenty of reviews across websites that will definitely put your mind at ease. And as always, before you check out, make sure that you are using the code JT11 for 5% off every single order. Back to the video. I mean, if we can find it, that would be lovely. It's not the first one. Where is it? Can we just go in the next one? Makes him an 85. What does that give him? The 8 of Kings. I mean, that doesn't actually give him the upgrade. So that's always fantastic. So in terms of the upgrade itself, we are waiting for it by the looks of it. But in terms of the evolution builder, we don't have it at all, do we? It goes into a cam and then that's it. So it must not be on there at the moment. Let's exclude any that have gone. Yeah, so it's just not fully in there at this moment in time. Let's see if we can put the actual evolved already in there. See if we can find him through this. The problem is when you put the evolved in, it just gives you everybody else. So like, it doesn't actually help us with our mission here. So if we was to look, for instance, at McKenna's not a bad one. But let's have a look at the popular two. Let's look at Jones and Pogba and see where they're at with it. We've got a lot of Pogba in this. So if we was to go with Pogba on this one specifically, we are going to get a whopping 7 pace increase, 4 on the passing, 8 defending. Now this evolution is, by the looks of it, heavy on that upgrade. So as you'll be able to see, defending goes up to 8 to 70. We get acceleration, agility, balance, ball control, crossing, curve, dribbling, long pass, short pass, free kick, sprint speed, vision, and a big old weak foot and skill move up to 3 at the minimum. Tiki-taka and long ball are going to be the play styles, so it is very much on that defensive hype. So you'd be looking more so at a centre mid or a DM, more so than a cam. Loftus-Cheek, another fantastic option. 3 pace, 5 passing, 2 on the dribbling, and by the looks of it, we've already got the defending up to that level anyway. So whether you want to go for somebody that has got none of them, so you're getting either the full whack, or you're going for somebody just to increase their rating a bit more, Jones is obviously going to be another one. We've obviously got to verify ourselves. I want to see the chain of how many times we've got to verify ourselves in this entirety of FC26 on Footbin, because I think we've already done 5 on some videos in one. Now, in terms of his upgrade, 5 on the pace, 7 on the passing, 1 on the dribbling. Nothing defensively, with some of them will already have that kind of level. You'd be looking a bit further down to be able to see maybe a bit more on that defending as well. Then obviously you want to always make sure prior to this upgrade, do they have the long ball and tiki-taka? It's the one thing that you've got to look at, especially in this lower game, to make sure that you're not wasting each part of it. Naturally, he's a 4-star, so he doesn't get any upgrades there. I don't think it's that bad that you need to worry about that one too much, as it's only a free anyway. Most players realistically should have it there. We obviously have got Fred as well. Wouldn't really look at him too much. Got Timber thrown in. We've got Bellingham, if you wanted to obviously go with the 74 up there. 7 on the pace, 12 on the passing, 6 on the dribbling. It's not a bad upgrade for him. It does kind of put himself in that category already. Taking him to the 80 means that he possibly could get another upgrade at some point in the future. There's the second one. Get a counter on the go here. Honestly, I'd love to see in a week how many times. So say if we got it in here now. We don't have it in here now. It's so weird that it lets me do it on here, but I need him to be popular, and then we can kind of see where the striker gets the upgrade. Because if it's passing, dribbling, and pace, might not be the worst option for him in the world. There is a lot of Pogbas in here, though. Like, unless there's... Okay, I was going to say, is there like there's loads of avenues because of that singular upgrades. You'll probably see him in so many different variants that you could throw him in. It will obviously throw it off a little bit. Then you've obviously got Fofana. You look at Loftus-Cheek again. You've got obviously Fred we could throw the name in. And pretty much from there, I'd say that would kind of be it, really. If you're thinking, you don't really need the defending on Jesus. So strikers realistically are out the picture. You've got the likes of Paqueta. I mean, you could throw him into this. He's not going to have it either. You could throw him into it. I mean, it's going to give him a bit more pace. Nothing too crazy. But it could give him a little bit more passing as well. So it could work on the cams, as well as it could give defending for the extra little bonus there anyway. Pogba will obviously a big one. We got João Pedro, like I say, strikers, I'd probably move away from, especially if they're going to go up to 84. You're not going to get any shooting. So again, you're waiting for an evolution going forward with that. So I possibly would wait out. You obviously got the likes of Sarr that would end up with the passing and dribbling, and obviously a bit of defending as well. But I would say you're very limited with who you truly want to go with this, because as soon as you kind of get away from them 80s, it is pretty much then based on what team you kind of going for more so than anything. Like you could throw in a Harvey Elliott for a Villa or a Liverpool past and present, but realistically he's not really going to go into an A, B or C team. He's kind of going to be just waiting again for another upgrade at some point. So I do think you are looking... Rutter might not. Rutter's probably a bit too attacking, and he had a few that you could go into that were just way better than this. Let's have a look. What's this 84? This page could not be found. I'm assuming that's why it's broken then. So, third, verify. But in general, it's going to be very interesting to see who you do go for. I possibly would say Pogba would be my number one shout here. Loftus-Cheek for the Serie A. Jones for the centre mid in the Prem, definitely. McKenna, again, another one for Serie A that you could throw in. And then you've obviously got Fred for kind of more of your Turkish league. Forgot that he's not. But I mean, did he ever go Saudi? I think he might have been Turkish all this time. So in general, only a few options to go for. I do want to know down below who you're going to go for. I think we'll do Pogba and maybe even get a cheeky review out for him as well. So leave it down below what you think. Make sure you do like and subscribe. And I'll catch you for that next one. Peace.